Hey y'all, it's Travis again. I was just want to update everybody. I had the nerve cauterization on my back Tuesday afternoon late, and back in the 1st of December, they said they was going to do it the week of Christmas, so they prescribed me some pain medication. Well, then that wound up getting pushed off, so they weren't going to do it till Tuesday afternoon. So between those two time frames, I used the pain medicine they'd given me, and I also had a tooth pulled. So rather than use the medicine they prescribed for after the procedure, the dentist prescribed me some painkillers. I took them to the pharmacy. The pharmacist said they couldn't fill the order because it's illegal now because they're opioids and blah 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 blah. So I had to take those pills for pain, both for the tooth pull and for my regular back pain over the last month. And so we had the procedure done. I asked the doctor, I said, "What about pain meds?" He said, "Well, I'm the surgeon. I can't do the pain meds here." He said, "You'll have to go make an appointment and go to the office and get them." Well, I've called the office up to twice a day. And I even called them before we went and had this surgery done. And don't you know that due to all the opioid stuff, they can't prescribe it either. So I'm just got to sit here and deal with it. Back pain so bad, it was all I could do. Sat at the hospital yesterday, tears running down my face. And I just don't understand for the life of me how our government takes care of us and leaves us kicked to the curb like that. I'm very upset. Y'all know that I'm a Christian and that I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins and everyone else's. We're all sinners saved by grace and grace alone. But I've always said you need to know who you're voting for and elect your values. Too many church members these days do not do that. That's how these weirdos got elected that are now pushing all of the socialist agenda, taking away the medications that us people who do it legally and properly need. They take away our trying to take away our gun right, trying to take away all of our rights, and I'm upset. I need pain meds and our government has ditched us to the side. Look, my son asked me to tell a funny story with this one because I'm upset. I believe you should live it out there. Go out there and live it. Live a Christian life. Shine Jesus that he might draw men and women unto him. But he said the funny story he wanted me to share was one about a go-kart. Back when I was in high school, I was 15 years old and Dad had bought me a little go-kart. Me and my buddies been riding around the neighborhood. Well, at the end of our street, there's just a dead end, one house on each side, and that's it. A cross street comes through there, and then our street comes vertically off. While we were down there at the end of the street between two houses, no driveways, no nothing, and we were doing donuts on my go-kart. And the little policeman comes up, and even in high school, I was a 200 plus pound dude and played football some and stuff like that. And so I was working on all that. And don't you know that I was doing donuts and the police came? Somebody called the police. The policeman comes out and he must have weighed 110 pounds, sopping wet and 4.5 feet tall. And he proceeded to tell me all about how I needed the proper licenses and lights and all this stuff to drive it on the street. What crud? It's a freaking go-kart at the end of the street. So me and him had a few words. He made me get off the go-kart, turn it off, push it all the way up the street to the house while he followed me in his cop car with the lights on. When we get back to the house and Dad's there and Dad comes out and says, "What's going on?" They get to talking. Dad starts telling the cop that he's out of his mind. I wasn't hurting nothing. Policeman offered to take my dad to jail. And so after it was all said and done, I didn't get to ride that go-kart for quite some time. Pretty funny. Y'all, I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for your friendship. I thank you for all you've done for me and the way you trust the Lord. But please pray. They say my back's going to take 2 or 3 days before I can get around and 10 to 14 days before I get any kind of real relief. So I'm going to call the doctor back again right now and beg for a new prescription and see what we can do. But Just go out there and live it, man. When you go to doctor's offices, I had one just the other day said they wish all their patients were like me. Look, it ain't me, and this is where I get to witness to them. It ain't me, it's Jesus, and Jesus in me. Y'all go out there and live it. Make a difference. People need to know that Christ matters, that Christ died for them, that Christ loves them, and all the pain and the hurt in this world, Jesus Christ is the only one who can heal it. Y'all, I love you and I thank you. Go out there and live it.